Good morning, garden, and it's a beautiful day here in Orlando today. And today I want to talk to you guys about how to fertilize your mangoes in containers. I'm gonna use a different approach, and this is what I've been doing for a couple years now. I want to talk to you guys about synthetic fertilizer a little bit and organic fertilizer. Container gardening is different than when you have your tree on the ground, like that one. This is what I do to my container mangoes until they get to a bigger size and they get more established. Because remember, when you have something in a container, all they get is what you feed them. That's it. They cannot get nothing from the soil or from the ground. The water you give them, the food that you give them, and this is it. And remember, any tree to be successful is three important things: light, sunlight, water, and food. And unfortunately, when they're in containers, the only way that they get to get the food is what you feed them. So I always follow the directions on the label of the manufacturer very strictly. I don't do more because more doesn't mean better, okay? So this is what I do. I literally use this one because it was on sale, but I tried to get the NPK plus some micronutrients: potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and iron. It's very important, especially for mango trees. I also use fish emulsion. You guys know that's like my magic pill. And then since these trees are very little, I use this root stimulator, and then I mix it with my rainwater that you guys know I collected. And it's very simple the way I do it. So it's gonna be literally like half a teaspoon. And when you do it, please make sure you stay away from the root. And you see, it's not a lot, but you have to make sure you go around. And then I come back and I make sure I mix it really good, you know, in the ground. Because you want to make sure that you mix it with the soil. You don't want it sitting in the surface. You don't want all those little things to get too close to your little trunk. Because like I said, these trees are very young. They literally just got probably transplanted a couple months ago from a 1 gallon container to this one. And then when you have them really mixed like that, you come back and you water. And I use, like I told you guys, rainwater and the fish emulsion and the root stimulator. And I come back and I just make sure I soak it in all the way. And I do this probably 3 times a year when they this small, and one will be in spring, like early spring, when all chances of frost or cold weather are gone. Then I do it kind of like in the middle of the summer, and then I do it in fall. And I'm gonna show you guys the results of this method that I've been using for over 2 years, but it's working for me. Like I told you guys, I do not overdo it. I don't put more than what I need to, because more is not better. If you put too much, you risk to burn these trees that they're in a container, and that's all they get. So right now I'm just gonna walk and I'm gonna show you. This is my kosher mango that I didn't do it like that, and this tree struggled for like 3 years. It's doing fantastic now, but it took me miracles to bring them to this level. But here's my sugar loaf. This gallon, this tree, believe it or not, this tree was literally in a 3-gallon container last year. And as you can tell, it's in a 15-gallon and it's doing fantastic. So right there, you got one that is doing beautifully, and this is the method I use. I also gonna show you the other ones that I have in the other side of my yard and on my food forest that I literally just did a major cleanup yesterday. Sorry, you're gonna have my shadow there for a minute. But I did that with my Alfonso mango that when I got it from the nursery that I bought, it was struggling tremendously, and as you can tell, this I bought it in 2022, and look how nice it's doing. But this is the other ones that I can show you guys. This is my ice cream mango, and here is in a 7-gallon that I'm gonna transplant it to a 15-gallon. And in the back, you can see I have my Yuli mango, and then behind over here I got my Kerry mango, and they both in 7-gallon containers. This is my Gary mango, same routine. This is 2021 also. I got it from Julian Lara, and it's doing really, really good. But I wanted to show you the proof of the things that I do, so you don't think that I'm just talking to talk. I did the same with my zapatillas. So I kind of follow almost the same routine with all my container gardens. Because when you grow in container, look at the Malika. And this Malika has given me a lot of issues. It's been hard, but I think it's just I was not being very disciplined with the fertilizer and everything else, but it's doing beautifully right now. And I'm about to plant it in the ground because the way that the trunk is and the foliage and all that, I don't think it's gonna be a good candidate for container. It's a little too high, and I don't want to do some drastic pruning, so I just gonna put it in the ground in my other side. But that goes to show this is what I do, and it's not that complicated. I'm gonna show you again, guys, the product I use, and you decide what to do. But remember, just don't believe everything you hear, about chemical fertilizer. I mean, if you overdo it, if you abuse it, it's like everything in life. Everything that is more than what it should be is gonna cause some kind of damage. So, and the thing is, like, organic fertilizers are fantastic, but they feed the soil, which you want that when you plant in the ground. But when you are in containers, those trees need the food for them. And until they get established, you want to make sure you give these little guys the best chance to be a successful tree in the future so you can get fruit. And we're here in Orlando, which is subtropical, okay? So being subtropical, we're pushing the sun. So that being said, you're gonna have to alter a couple things to get fruit. And this is what I use again. And it has the micronutrients and the NPK, obviously. I use the fish emulsion, and I use this root stimulator. The root stimulator, I won't be using it after I move it to a bigger container unless I do a transplant. Because you just want it just to help you to get more roots. Because remember, that is the most important thing when they're in container. You want them to have a nice root ball, and that is gonna help to absorb the nutrients, so that tree becomes the tree that you want with the fruit and the harvest and everything else that we do what we do. As always, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Go out there, do something. Nature is always gonna surprise you in the best way possible. Keep on planting. See you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you like my content. Have a beautiful day. God bless. Bye.